Oh, that is recording. Alright, it is a beautiful day outside. It's about -10. But before we get started in the garage, we're going to cut up the rest of the wood. So I got the hitch in the back of the truck. And I got that batteryless jump starter that we're going to use because this thing is deader than a popcorn fart. So we're going to try it on that. See how well it works. Oh, well, let's see how this thing works. Do I need to just hook up the cables and then crank it over? Or do I need to press on before we do it? Let's find out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to, oh, it is reading some power. It says 9 volts, so, but might have to charge it. We're gonna have to find out. Yeah, we're gonna have to charge it up first. One thing, capacitors don't store energy, so there we go, let it charge up. Say about the batteryless jump starter is wow. I hooked it up to my ATV battery and it was charged up in probably 2 minutes and got that generator going. So let's grab the Husqvarna and start cutting some wood. Time to get down to work. I guess one of the first things we should do in this engine before we even start taking it apart is do a leak down test. And I'm not suspecting there to be any kind of compression loss. I really believe the oil burning is within either the oil rings or the valve guides or both. So let's find my tool, get it out, and we'll see what we can conjure up. Holy shit stains. I just removed the spark plug and that is a crap load of carbon on that bad boy. Man, I thought this engine would be a little easier to turn over. Even with neutral, you're turning the belt and everything else, so I had to use this pry bar in here to turn it. I think I'm at top dead center now. Only reason why I say that is because the intake and exhaust valves are in a relaxed position, and I'll get a light. So if you're ever doing this job, hopefully you can see that line. So that line and this have to line up. And that is your timing mark for top dead center. This is gonna be the moment of truth right here. To see if we can find an issue. Oh, we just rotated. Gotta do this over. this is not good, my friends.
Well, this is not what I expected. We're top dead center on the compression stroke, but we're leaking through the intake valves. That is not good. Not good at all.
So now we know there's something definitely wrong. Do we use this old head? Do we spend the time to remove the valves? Or should we just go with the used one that I'm also assuming that is good? Decisions. Tomcat's a good mouser, and we have wolves here which make tunnels in the snow and eat the grass, and I think that's what Tomcat's been hunting. Which is good, because before I got him, they would ruin my yard every year. And now, he's out there hunting. Anyways, back to the distraction. I'll shine my borescope down there. Got the valve opened up. Yeah, what is that? There's something funny going on there. Sometimes get people to ask me about this borescope. You can get it off Amazon for like, I don't know, around $20, maybe $30 max. There's a guy at work who has a snap-on one. He spent like $700 for it, and I honestly can't tell the difference in quality between that cheap one and his snap-on. Well, this makes me a very sad panda. So for shits and giggles, I just pulled off the valve spring. I took off the valve seal, or guide, and what I found is that this 11/30 seconds, well, we're good for pushing it back on. Those keepers are small, so I want to see how it's all going to come apart here. So now I got decisions. Do I rebuild this head, or do we remove the intake valves from the other one and see if they're bent? I don't know, got lots to think about, that's for sure. But I think it's motherfucking beer time now. We got some decisions to think about and wonder what the hell is going on with that motor. Because it seemed to run fine before I brought it inside the garage. Well, I shouldn't say that, it burned oil like a motherfucker, but something is seriously wrong. Since it's still winter time, we're gonna have a festive winter ale to drink. All right, motherfucking beer time. Let's try this shit out. Festive winter ale. Oh. Ooh, it's got some bite, I like it though. It's an Oregon beer. So what's nice about Canada in the wintertime? You got an outdoor fridge to keep your beer cold. Oh. Gonna head her inside now. Have a shower, get something to eat. Trevor's gonna come over tonight. We're gonna have a fire. Tomorrow, or the next video I should say, we're going to start disassembling the head. I don't suspect we're gonna get the cylinder off tomorrow. We're gonna work on the head first, investigate that before we tear into it further. We don't want to open up a whole bunch of can of worms at once. I want to do all the videos step by step, stage by stage, and once this motor's like back together, depending on what the situation is with it, the rest of it's gonna go by pretty quick. Some parts are still waiting to come in. It's gonna be a, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Anyways, motherfucking beer time. Ooh. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching. What's going on? Perfect timing, I just got the fire going. Hungover today?
No.
No?